together. I know this spot. My little one, he know the laptop. Shorty having Chris Vick, he a vampire. Camping right in front of your house and start up a campfire. I just did my numbers then from her, this one a landslide. Ain't gonna be no who this shit, I'm spinning back to back. Any say they want that issue, I'm going 50, and then nigga got arrogant. My natural habit. Back to 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 back. Back to 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 back. Back to 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 back. Back to back to back to back to back to back to back.
EA Sports and the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Underway through the snowflakes here in Western PA. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
A run. And here's Mason. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early third down coming up.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. First and second down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a third and long. We'll see if they try something else.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. And that is incomplete. Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time. And it's going to bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. Calvin Austin, deep for the Steelers. Cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return.
At their own 43-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he's going to be taken down. It's a gain of 16. And very quickly, a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Now Warren. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Eric Wilson on the tackle.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 5.
Somebody got a boy. Somebody got a boy. He's surprised outside, all from the music. Turn his TV off. Ain't with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? I mean, shit I seen them all. Take a whistle, take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. With couple sergeants and lieutenants where they get back.
Here now, third and 5.
We are green 18.
Rodgers now. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
158.
They run with Warren. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
Yeah, they know what's up. Cause I never gave up. All I know is going to get the damn bread. Don't go against the grain and taking off your damn head. I'm running up this door, I almost broke my damn leg. Got her broke, they damn weird. Damn little mama better. But they...
From the 20, here's second and 3.
Blue 58.
Austin brought in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10.
319.
Metcalf, the motion man.
630. 319.
On the handoff, this is Warren. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
They face second down and 7.
319. Inside.
Now Rodgers. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter as they come up now on 3rd and 7.
Find out. You got 58.
Looking to throw. It's Rodgers. That's holding at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
319. Hey, flag.
Warren is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
And once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
He'll run. This is Mason. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, this play, Mike, is clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
It's going to be third. They need one. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the first down.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive, and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
Here we go, Shaq. Look at my team.
On the ground is Mason. And he'll get forward for a company. Cameron Hayward, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Short pass caught by Oliver. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Open man is Oliver, the tight end. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
On first down, here's McCarthy. That's into the hands of Jordan Mason. And he'll be hustled out just shy of the first down marker. That's a pickup of 9. Is going to set up 2nd and 1.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Handoff here, up the middle. And the Vikings are going to be set up 1st and goal. Strong running brings them to the 9. Following the penalty, they'll run it. A short game, down to the 7. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
2nd and goal at the Steelers' 7-yard line.
Throwing now, it's McCarthy. The second down throw is incomplete.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails them out by not securing the catch.
3rd and goal.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. 19, Lion.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. That's going to be caught.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score. I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First down for Aaron. And that ball incomplete over the middle. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
A 1st down throw from Rodgers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Andrew Van Ginkel in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Hey, take 26.
From the gun, Rodgers. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. They'll try and set up the tight end screen. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Off the play fake, Rodgers. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Jalen Redmond. He gets in there to drop it for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long. Metcalf, the motion man.
630. Wide left.
3rd and long for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Left side here, caught by Addison. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. Get this complete, it's Addison again. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 21. 1st down, Minnesota.
At the 18-yard line.
Turn and hand this one off. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Searching forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw, it's McCarthy. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll try and throw it with McCarthy. That's taken in.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down.
60 Eagles.
On 4th down, here's McCarthy. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
It's a turnover on down.
We'll start this on the ground with Warren. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
Now Gainwell. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
3rd down
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He finds Austin with the grab. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8. That's going to be good enough for a 1st down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. It is 2nd and 6.
18. Hey, check 26. We are going. Hey, 88.
Rodgers now. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Blake Cashman.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 30.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 7-5.
Setting up to throw is McCarthy. That's swung out to Mason. And they'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. This one is caught by Addison. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup, 21.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's a run going left, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is caught. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings are on top. It's now 10-7.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here's Gainwell to return. And he'll be brought down past 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
6-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Rogers. This one grabbed by Austin. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
A-Rod down to throw on 1st down. Open man, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
158, 26. Jump out! Okay, over here.
To the air once more, it's Rogers. Quick hitting slant there, and he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Rodgers going up top again. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. Pittsburgh will bang the timeout here. That's their 2nd. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Drive will start on the ground, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. And now the Steelers are going to use their 3rd and final timeout, and the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their 1st, and the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go. To a knee goes McCarthy. That should about wrap this one up. So it is a win for our visitors, the Vikings. They get it done. An old school, hard-fought game, won in the trenches in the driving snow. Not a lot of points, not a lot of big plays, but they did just enough to get out of here with a victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh,